All right, guys, welcome to the video. In this video, I'm going to be exposing all of the secrets to build an online fitness coaching business going into 2026, right? These are all the most updated methods, and this is the exact business model that I've used that's completely changed my life. So as you can see here on the left, where I was working as an in-person trainer at a gym, all the way to buying my dream car, all off of fitness coaching, right? And I'm going to show you guys the exact methods and strategies that I've used and expose all the secrets that no one else is telling you about to actually build a legit fitness coaching business, right? So the first thing I want to talk about here is essentially a little more of where I actually came from. So a lot of people don't really know, but life was not always like this. I was not always successful. I was not always in a position where I've been able to change, my entire life, right? There was once a position where I was working at a gym and I literally had to pick up extra shifts just to be able to pay for my bills, right? Maybe some of you guys feel the same way where, you're working hard and you're just not getting paid the amount of money you deserve, right? And trust me, I was once in that position, right? This was me at 18 years old working at a gym. You can see here October 11, 2022. Fast forward to where I'm at 21, right? Things have been absolutely crazy. But like I mentioned, this was not always like this where I was extremely successful. There was once a time where I was spending long hours working hard and just didn't see the money I was actually deserving of, right? So how did I actually fix this? Well, I began documenting my fitness journey online. I began showing people exactly how I was able to lose weight, how I was able to completely transform my mindset, my routine, my body, my habits. And from there, I started to build an audience, right? Once I actually learned how to build up this audience and how to actually build traction and people who are interested in my fitness transformation, I actually learned how to monetize it effectively, right? My transition into coaching. And from there, within 2 months' time, I was able to make $43,000, which, for most people, that's typically like can be a yearly salary, right? But it was crazy to see because, I went from literally making $500 to $1,000 a month to fast forward making $43,000 in 2 months, where my life just completely changed, right? And it took these necessary steps, it took the necessary risk, it took the necessary things I had to do to make this happen, right? I hired mentors, I had guidance, I figured it out, and I learned how to build a successful online fitness coaching business. Now, ever since then, like I mentioned, at 21 years old, my life has completely changed. I now have location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, and realistically, I can just do the things I want. I was able to buy one of my dream cars at 21 years old, an M4 Competition. From there as well, I was able to travel the world. This is a picture of me in Miami not too long ago. And then, of course, also having that freedom, like I mentioned. But I want to make one thing apparent too. Not only was I able to change my life from this business model, but I had a lot of people coming to me asking me, how do you actually, do this? How do you actually figure it out to where you can actually become successful as an online fitness coach? And from there, that's exactly how I started teaching other people how to change their lives. Guys like Colin, right, who was able to make 7.2K with just 700 followers, right, who changed his life completely. Now he's able to go to Costa Rica for 2 weeks. He's getting a ring and he's going to be proposing to his girlfriend. His life has completely changed ever since he actually started online fitness coaching. And like I mentioned, he's just one example. Not to mention guys like Caden, who was working full-time hours in construction, long, hard days, when it came to like the longer hours and, not even getting paid what he's worth, maybe 2 to 3K a month, right? Fast forward now, he's been able to make 7 to 10K a month as an online fitness coach, and he's absolutely crushed it ever since, right? Not to mention guys like Joshua, who came to me, was making less than $500 a month from coaching, and then from there, he actually jumped into online coaching, went from 0 to 6.3K in just 3 weeks' time. And you can see here, now he's been able to travel back all over the world and actually be able to live his life as an online fitness coach, which is amazing. And on top of that, too, he's been able to change other people's lives, right? So it's almost like an effect here where he's able to change more people's lives, helping them get in shape, build healthy routines, habits, etc., right? Or guys like Nino. And, Nino went from less than $100 in his bank account to literally buying one of his dream cars, all with online fitness coaching. So, if that's not enough proof to show you that this is possible, I really want to talk to those of you guys who really feel like this is for you, right? These are for the guys who are the in-person trainers who aren't getting paid what they're worth, right? Like guys like Elias, you can see here on the left, who was able to make 4K in just one day, or people that are working 9 to 5s who know that they have a passion for fitness, they just want to learn how to monetize it, right? Guys like Nino, like I just talked about, who was able to buy one of his dream cars from online fitness coaching, who was previously working, a typical 9 to 5 behind a desk job, right? And so for a lot of you guys who might feel the same way as these guys, trust me, you have the same path and you can actually achieve the same things, right? But I know what you're thinking. What's the biggest problem that most online fitness coaches face when they're first starting in this? It's knowing where to start. And the honest truth, you don't need any certifications, you don't need any college degrees or really any big followings. You just need these 3 things, right? You need mindset, marketing, and a high quality service, right? So when it comes to the mindset portion of everything, I really want to make this apparent. Your mindset needs to be on target, right? Your mindset needs to be key on exactly who you're focusing on and what you're trying to get accomplished. You need laser focus. That's the biggest thing. And on top of that too, as a coach, you need to be a leader. You need to step into these leadership roles. You need to show other people what's possible. And you really need to be an amazing coach. That's what's going to help you generate the best results. That's what's going to allow you to stick to this in the long term. And realistically, switching yourself out of the 9 to 5 typical full-time job mindset into the business owner mindset, someone who's actually capable of making more money, having the freedoms, having just a complete different life in the next 6 months, right? Now from there, you need marketing. Of course, if nobody knows who you are, there's no possible way that they could ever work with you as a coach, right? And your content really needs to actually resonate with people and build trust. You need to show that you've actually been in their shoes once before and that you could actually help them get to that goal that they're desiring, right? Because that's the biggest thing. When you actually build trust between you and your audience, that's what's going to get people to want to work with you as a coach. And your content as a whole is realistically going to be the way that you can separate yourself from all the other fitness coaches out there. You need to have content that's authentic to you, that speaks specifically to the right audience, and that actually makes sense, right? So that's what we cover when it comes to the marketing aspect, right? Now from there, you really do need a high quality service, like a coach branding app, like a branded coaching app essentially, right? So what this is going to do is it's going to cover the workout plans, the meal plans, really everything that someone would actually need to be successful inside their fitness journey. Because nowadays, if you're charging a good amount for your fitness coaching, it's very important that you can actually deliver a high quality service that's going to get results and it's going to feel special and caterized to them, right? So look, all of these reasons are the exact reasons I decided to build an extremely successful community like Coach 1%. My goal is to make you 1% better as a coach every single day, so that way you can be the top of the top guys, right? The top of the top line of the people that are absolutely crushing with their coaching business, like we mentioned before, right? You're in a community and you're in a network of over 200 online fitness coaches, right? Over 208 here. You can see the network we built, right? Of all guys who bought their dream cars, guys who are 18 years old making 10K a month, guys who are 16 years old making 5K a month, 19 years old making 30K a month, 20 years old making 10K a month, right? Like we have all different levels of the game. It's crazy, right? But it's almost insane to be seeing guys like this, right? And so Coach 1% realistically is the fast track method to building a successful online fitness coaching business where a lot of people miss out on, right? And so what we do is we build you out a custom scale map. So there's no more of this trying to figure out exactly what to do and what content should I post, right? We build it all out in a customized scale map for you. So you know exactly what you should be focusing on, what you're going to do tomorrow, what you're going to be doing in a week from now, right? Everything's broken down. On top of that too, you have 24/7 one-on-one help directly from me, right? You also have a 4-call scale map where we're going to take you through a series of one-on-one calls together to actually help you get to the desired result that you're looking for, right? On top of that too, you have access to 4 weekly calls that you can join into and you can learn with our entire community, right? All guys that are like-minded, all guys who are absolutely crushing it, everything like that. On top of that too, you have access to our Fit Coach Community private network. These are a group of individuals where you can ask questions to them. You can see exactly what they're doing, how you can replicate it for yourself and everything like that. On top of that as well, we're going to go through and we're literally going to build the fitness coaching app for you. So that way you're going to have a branded fitness coaching app in the next 24 hours as soon as you start working with us, right? You also have a personalized one-on-one dashboard where we can track everything inside of your business. So that way nothing's ever going to slip through the cracks and you're really going to get accountability with working together, correct? Now look, after watching this video, you have 2 paths, right? Which is you can spend your time trying this all alone, or you can work one-on-one with someone to fast track your success, right? You could actually work with the community we have. You could fast track everything you're wanting to do, right? Rather than having to spend the hours and the years and the months trying to figure this all out, you can just have someone to give you the clear and cut path, right? So it's up to you to ask yourself, which path do you really want to follow? Now look, if you really want to actually work with someone who's going to get you as fast as possible to the goal, I want to personally invite you to a call with me. And maybe you're seeing this video after we've already talked on Instagram and you've actually already been invited to the call with me. Now, just to give you an idea of the expectations that we're going to be going over on this call, I'm going to realistically see from a moral standpoint, can I actually help you out? Can you be successful as an online fitness coach? Can you change your life like all these other people? Because that's what's most important at the end of the day, right? On top of that too, we're going to get a good feel for your current situation, where you want to be, and what's realistically the biggest problem that you have in actually getting there. And from there, if I feel like I can help you out, like I mentioned, we'll talk about the next steps on the call of what it would actually look like to work together. If not, you're going to leave the call with more value than you possibly ever came in with. But I want to make one thing apparent too, is that I will never typically reschedule these calls. So it's very important that if you have already booked a call with me, that you do confirm that that is the best perfect time for you, Because if not, then we will never give you the opportunity. We'll never work with you again. And unfortunately, we'll never actually end up rescheduling the call. So it's very important that you do let me know. And on top of that, too, one thing I actually want you guys to take a look at if you've already booked the call with me is just to do a little bit more research. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so now we're on my Instagram here, and you guys can see a little bit more of essentially, some of the people I've actually helped out. So you can see here's actually some of the visual, results that we've actually generated for some of the people we've worked with. Guys like Max Rodman, guys like Nuno Lifts, guys like Nino, right? Jackson, Caden, guys like Joshua, who's able to make 7.3K just 3 weeks, right? Guys like Logan, who went from full-time roofing, hit his first 1K day, right? Colin, like I mentioned, 7.2K day. Now, not only do we have all these visual representations of people I've actually one-on-one talked to and students that we've actually worked with to build their coaching business, but we also have hundreds and hundreds of client results that you can feel free to scroll through. And this, we could be here definitely for a minute. Like I mentioned, you can see here guys who have completely changed everything in their life. We have 10K weeks. We have guys who've done 1K within, like the start of the day. And he literally joined in a week ago, right? All different guys from different perspectives who have actually just absolutely crushed it with their fitness coaching businesses. Right? We've got hundreds and hundreds of testimonials from all different areas, different jobs, different states, right? It's pretty crazy. Even guys like Tyler, who was able to buy one of his dream cars from online fitness coaching, which is pretty crazy, like I mentioned. But, it's just what's possible, right? Even 16-year-olds who are out here doing crazy numbers with their online fitness coaching business, right? We've had guys who have been able to quit their jobs, drop out of college, do this full time. And trust me, as crazy as it is to be like, how is this even true? How is this even possible? The biggest thing I want you to realize is it's possible because of, number one, the environment that these guys are in, right? As we continue to scroll through these wins, these are the environments these guys are in. They're in an environment of around a bunch of winners, and it's only going to push them in the right direction. Number two is the undeniable proof that this is possible. When you have hundreds and hundreds of client results stacked up like this of guys who have actually become successful doing this, guys like Chris, who within 24 hours is able to make $1,500, right? Just crazy to see. Right? So as things begin to stack up, you can see the undeniable proof of a bunch of guys who have actually become successful doing this. And I promise you, with undeniable proof, you can be doing the same thing. Now, look, if you have yet to actually book a call, feel free to directly message me on Instagram. Maybe have a little bit of a conversation with me first, just to kind of give me a little bit more insight of exactly where you're at, where you want to get to, just all that sort of stuff. But if you've already booked a call, congrats. Make sure you watch through the other video I've also sent over, but you've completed fully through this video. And the biggest thing I'd also want you to do is just let me know that how you liked the video, if this actually helped you out and if this actually, allowed you to get a little bit of value and learn a little bit more about online fitness coaching. Now from there, like I mentioned, take a look through some of the results that we've generated, take a look through some of the other guys in our community. And apart from that, I look forward to seeing you guys all on the call. If you have any more questions, please let me know.